I think for a lot of these children, it's their first show, and the fact that they kind of held it together the entire school year, they didn't give up on it despite many times when it felt like they wanted to. They held it together. Everything you see, with the help of some loving parents, everything you see, they did, including the backdrop, which was designed by Asara, and several people painted it. Several people got together on the different props, and it was really a collective team effort. So, happy for your support. Hope you enjoy it. Come back tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Oh dear, I shall be too late. Oh, the Duchess, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting?
There it is. Oh, my rabbit. Now, who ever heard of a rabbit with a pocket watch or a pocket to take it out of? That's why I chased it. Popped down a large hole under the hedge. I imagine I must be somewhere near the center of the earth. That's 4,000 miles down, I think.
The Duchess, I'm late.
Sir?
Yes?
Would you tell me this place is called?
I could. I don't know if I should. You seem like a very stupid girl, and good information is usually wasted on stupid folk.
There's no need to be rude.
There's no need to be polite either. That's the way things are in Wonderland.
Wonderland. That's what it's called.
The Duchess, I'm late. Oh, I'm late.
Well, I wish I hadn't fallen. I'll never see my dear sister and Dinah again. Oh, how will I ever get home? I wish I hadn't fallen.
Stop sobbing, you're making a flood. Who's that? There's no flood, I'm simply crying.
Oh, my foot. It's wet.
My tears are making a large puddle. Stop crying. I'm drowning. Oh dear, the water's rising.
Oh, I have to keep my chin above the water.
Oh, if you weren't so big, you wouldn't have made this ocean.
I'm not big. I'm small. Oh, at least I think I am.
Don't think it's drier that way.
Mouse, you know we have this pool. I'm getting tired of swimming about.
I don't know why I should tell you anything. Look at this salty soup you've gotten me into.
Mouse, don't go.
There isn't much sense in staying, you know. You're not very good company.
Wish I could get to shore.
How do you do, my dear?
Don't do very well, thank you. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Don't worry, the pod will dry up soon.
How is that possible?
Anything is possible in Wonderland.
Simply think backwards. Backwards?
Think what it was like before you started to cry.
I'll do my best.
I'm dripping wet!
I'm uncomfortable.
How are we to get dry? If I were back home, I'd fetch some fluffy towels.
You're not back home, so that isn't helpful. Be helpful.
I'm trying.
I can sing something.
Will your singing dry my feathers?
It won't make me any wetter.
In that case, I suggest you begin the caucus.
Duchess, Duchess. Oh, my dear paws. Oh, my fur and whiskers. She'll get me executed. As sure as ferrets are ferrets.
Good gracious, what's the matter with the fella?
I've dropped my fan and my white kid gloves. I must hop back home and fetch some others.
What part shall I sing first?
The encore!
I'm not a real turtle, you know. I'm a mock turtle. So when I sing, you shouldn't expect to hear a real song.
I'm still wet.
Sing!
Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Who for such dainties would not stoop? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Hairs for fish, game or any other dish. Who would not give all else for 2 pennyworths only of beautiful soup? Pennyworth only of beautiful soup. Beautiful soup, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup.
That was nice. Sad.
You might have said the sad night.
I'm afraid I'm still damp.
My feathers are stuck together. The best way to get dry would be a caucus race.
What is a caucus race?
The best way to explain it is to do it. We get in a circle.
Now what?
Well, there is no one to drain away we go.
When do we begin?
Whenever we like.
Oh, what fun!
What madness!
I do believe there's going to be a winner.
You're in front of me, but in the back of me as well. When do we stop?
Whenever we like.
Faster! Faster! Faster!
Oh.
The race is over!
Oh! But I'm dry.
Naturally, you're dry.
That's why we had the race.
Oh, who has won?
Everyone has won. We must all have prizes.
Who's to get the prizes? Well, it's not me.
Why, she, of course.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have anything appropriate. I know. Gumdrops.
Prizes!
Prizes! Prizes! There was one apiece, all round.
Do I get these things?
She must have a prize herself. What will it be? What else do you have in your pocket? Oh, only a thimble.
Hand it over. We beg your acceptance of this elegant thimble.
It all seems so absurd. They look wish I had Dinah here. And who is Dinah in literature? Dinah is my cat.
Did you say cat?
I forgot mice don't like cats.
Not like cats. Would you like cats if you were me? Nasty, low, Virgo things.
Vulgar!
Don't let me hear the name cat again.
I didn't mean to upset you. She's actually much better with birds than she is with mice.
I really must be getting home.
And my throat.
It's high time we're all in bed.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sure if you got to know Dinah, you'd find her quite good company. Now I've gone and done it. No one in Wonderland seems to like a cat. How will I ever see my Dinah again? Oh, I mustn't cry. Not what after happened last time.
Always speak the truth. Think before you speak. Write it down afterward.
Here comes someone. Oh dear, she does look odd. Sounding like a walking chess piece.
Where do you come from? Where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers all the time.
I'm afraid I've lost my way.
I don't know what you mean by your way. All the ways around here belong to me. Why did you come out here at all? Could I tell you what you think you what to say? It saves time. Why are you staring?
It's your crown. It's the strangest crown I ever saw. Exactly like a chess piece.
It is a chess piece. I'm the red chess queen. Don't you know anything? Look out there. What do you see?
Why? The countryside is a giant chessboard.
Open your mouth a little wider when you speak, and always say, Your Majesty.
There ought to be some chessmen moving about. So there are. It's a great, huge game of chess being played all over the world. Oh, I wouldn't mind being a chess pawn if I could only join in the game. Although, I would like to be Queen Best, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, that's easily managed. When you get to the 8th square, you shall be queen.
That's all there is to it.
You're not there yet.
Will my sister and Dinah be surprised?
No more talking, only running.
Running?
Oh, faster, faster.
Where are we going?
Faster, faster.
No. This is stranger than the caucus race.
Faster, faster, faster. Give me breath a little now.
Why? I don't believe we've gone anywhere. Everything's just as it was.
Of course it is. How else would you have it?
Well, in my country, you generally get somewhere. You've been running very fast for some time, as we've been doing.
A very slow sort of country. Now here, it takes all the running you can muster just to stay in the same place. You have to run at least twice as fast if you'd like to get somewhere. And remember, in Wonderland, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
How am I to reach the 8th square?
Take a train, I should think. You'll find yourself in the 4th square in no time. That belongs to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. The 5th is mostly water. The 6th belongs to Humpty Dumpty. The 7th square is forest, but one of the knights shall show you the way. And in the 8th square we shall be queens together, monarch supreme, all feasting and fun.
Oh, sounds wonderful. Can you go once?
Off with his head! Off with his head!
Whoever is that?
Off with his head!
What do you think the poor fellow's done?
The knave of hearts, he stole those tarts, he took them quite away. But the queen of hearts, she made them some tarts on the summer day.
Off with his head!
We should stop saying that.
Off with her head!
Don't forget the croquet game, dear. Oh, and bring your own flamingo.
Yes, madam.
Proceed! Sentence first, verdict afterwards! Off with his head!
Oh, did the poor fellow get a trial?
I suppose.
Why do you need to bring a flamingo to a croquet game?
Silly question. Queen of Hearts is ruler here. We do as she commands. We use the flamingos as mallets to hit the croquet ball. Come along, the 8th square is quite some distance. We'll have to run twice as fast as before. Faster, faster!
I'm trying!
Faster!
Oh,
faster!
I'm trying! Don't leave me behind!
Wait!
You finished the goose. Close the thief. Pray, how did you manage to do it?
I'll never catch her with a red queen. I've never seen anyone travel as fast as she. Oh. Oh. I hardly know, sir, at present. I know who I was when I got up this morning.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't put it more clearly than that. Wonderland is a strange place, and it does confuse one.
Not a bit.
Well, it certainly confuses me.
Who are you?
Maybe you should tell me who you are first. I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more nonsense.
All you're going to hear in this place, north, east, south, west, it's all nonsense. Wait,
Well,
can you recite me the poem?
what is your favorite poem?
Your old one.
I think so.
Begin.
You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet, you insistently stand on your head. Do you think at your age it is right?
Another verse, only louder. Don't slur your words.
In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure I have none, why I do it again and again.
Another verse, more feeling this time.
You are old, Father William, the young man said, as I mentioned before, and you've grown uncommonly fat, and yet you turn a back somersault in at the door, pray, what is the meaning of that?
Stop! That is not said right, wrong from beginning to end.
I wish you creatures wouldn't be so easily offended.
You'll be used to it in time.
For the Duchess, an invitation to play croquet. For the Duchess.
The Duchess, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting?
An invitation to play croquet.
The Duchess, I'm late.
For the Duchess, from the Queen of Hearts, an invitation to play croquet.
There is no use in knocking, stupid girl.
Why not?
First, because I am on the same side of the door as you are, stupid girl. And secondly, because they're making so much noise inside, no one could possibly hear you anyway, stupid girl.
I don't hear anything.
You will, stupid girl.
It's really dreadful. Way that creatures argue. It's enough to drive one crazy. I'm sure the caterpillar was wrong. I won't get used to it in time.
Suit yourself.
Then how am I to get in?
Are you to get in at all? That is the question. Stupid girl.
There's no use in talking to him. He's perfectly idiotic.
annoying because he knows it teases.
Wow, wow, wow. Sue needs more pepper.
Pig.
There's too much pepper in that soup.
Too much pepper in the soup. Pig.
Would you tell me what this is?
Don't you know anything? You're looking at a Cheshire Cat?
It's not a cat at all. It's a smile.
More like a grin.
More pepper! I've often seen a cat without a grin. But a grin without a cat is the most curious thing I ever saw in all my life.
You haven't seen much, and that's a fact.
I beg your pardon?
Why? I don't beg yours. You shouldn't beg mine. It's only fair. Besides, begging isn't nice.
Oh, mind what you're doing, you microwave baby! Will you tell me why your cat grins like that?
What a dull girl you are. I told you it's a Cheshire Cat. They always grin. It's all they're good for. Pig?
I didn't know Cheshire cats always grin. In fact, I didn't know they could grin at all.
You haven't seen much, and that's a fact. Oh!
What are you doing?
Here, you take it. I must go and get ready to play croquet with the moon.
If I don't take this child away, there's no telling what might happen to him. Oh. Ah! Don't sneeze on the baby. It's not a baby. Keep your pepper. Stop peppering the baby. Needs more pepper. Oh. Ah. Stop it. Oh goodness! It's a pig. Don't grunt. It's not a proper way of expressing yourself. Give it here. I know how to deal with this sort. He would have been a dreadfully ugly child if it had grown up. But a rather handsome pig, I think. I can't stand here making no progress. I'm on my way to the 8th square. In that case, you better have some pepper. Wow! 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 Please stop it! Wow!
Whatever became of that little girl, she'll never make it to the 8th square the way she runs into place.
Nonsense.
You can't be off to play croquet with the queen.
Why?
You don't have a flamingo.
I have an invitation. One invitation is worth 2 flamingos.
Well, we mustn't keep her waiting. You know how angry the Queen of Hearts can get.
I know how angry I can get when I'm kept in one place too long.
Shall we run twice as fast?
Indeed.
I'm late. I'm late. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm late. I'm late.
That looks like a quite good-natured cat. Perhaps it can help me.
It's nice to see you again.
Again? But imagine
In that direction lives Mad Hatter. In that direction lives the March Hare. Is it either you like? They're both mad.
I don't want to go amongst mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You have to be, or you wouldn't have come here. Do you play croquet with the queen today?
I should like to. I haven't been invited.
By the way, what became of the baby? I forgot to ask.
It turned into a pig.
I thought it would. It always does.
Wait, Cheshire Cat, the way to the square, come back. Oh. Oh.
If you think we're waxworks, you gotta pay, you know. Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing. Know how? Contrary was, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
I didn't mean to stare. This must be Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'm in Fourth Square. Tell me, which is the best way out of the woods?
You've forgotten long. The first thing you say in a visit is, how do you do, chicken? How do you do?
How do you do?
Shall we dance? Delightful. Da da da. Four times around is enough for one dance.
I have so many questions. I hope you're not tired after your little dance.
Thank you for asking. Much obliged. Do you like poetry?
Would you please tell me which path I should take?
The Wallace and the Gummador is our favorite.
I don't think I care to hear it.
It's all about a Wallace and the Gummador who tricks some oysters into walking with them, and then they eat the oysters.
You should laugh. I feel sorry for the little oysters.
Don't be. They weren't real. Plus, you haven't heard the poem yet.
I don't intend to.
In that case, we'll begin at once.
Selfish things.
The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand.
If this was only cleared away,
They said it would be grand.
if the oysters come and walk with us,
The walrus did beseech
a pleasant talk, a pleasant walk.
along the briny beach
We cannot do with more than four.
to give a hand to each,
The eldest oyster looked at them.
but never a word he said.
some more tea.
How nice. How civilized. Tea time. I hope I'm not intruding.
No room, no room!
There's plenty of room.
Who's she?
Didn't you invite her?
Certainly not. No room for extra guests.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
That's because there isn't any wine.
And it wasn't very polite of you to offer it.
It wasn't polite of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know this was your table, except for a great many more than 3. Both of you were leaning on the dormouse. It must be very uncomfortable for the poor thing. Although as it's asleep, I suppose it doesn't mind.
Your hair wants cutting.
You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude.
What day of the month is it?
4th.
2 days wrong! I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
Yes, because the bread must have gotten in with it. You should have put it in with the bread knife.
What a funny watch. Tells the day of the month instead of the hour.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not. Because it stays the same year for such a long time.
Which is just the case with mine.
I don't know what you mean.
Wake up, Dormouse.
Of course, I was just going to remark that myself. I want a clean teacup on one, please.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I dare say I've never been spoken in time.
I know I have to beat time when I'm learning music.
That accounts for it won't stand for a beating. I froze time last March, just before we got back.
I'm Mattel.
Don't you remember? It was at the grand concert given by the Queen of Hearts. I had to sing, Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above that world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Pigeons know they make it stop!
I had hardly finished the first verse, and the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering time! Off with his head!"
She does like that expression.
I want a clean teacup with only one place.
And ever since then, time won't do a thing. It's always tea time now. We never have time to wash the cups, the plates, the saucers.
That's why you keep changing places.
As things get used up, there must be cleanup somewhere.
What do you do when you get back to where you started?
I'm getting tired of this. Tell us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Wake up, Dormouse!
I wasn't asleep. I heard everybody fellows saying a story.
And be quick about it, or you'll be asleep again before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were these 3 little sisters. Their names were Ellie, Kelly, and Lacey. And they were learning to draw, you know?
Oh, really? Oh, where do you live?
At the bottom of a molasses rock.
Molasses! What were they learning to draw?
You can, I suppose you can draw water out of a water well, so I suppose you can draw molasses out of a
Molasses well!
It's stupid.
But they were in the well.
Of course they were.
I'm never going back there again.
Let's do something with the Dormouse. Let's sleep again. Let's put him in the teapot.
Good idea! It was the stupidest tea party I was ever at.